talk about that too. Dudes that don't want to do self-improvement, don't want to buy clothes. Because if you've seen my channel, which you have, you can look at my videos when I was in Asia, and then look here, and I look completely different. Because that competition changes. Because to be honest, you are competing with some dudes, even though you're American. There is still.
It's some fly dudes here.
They've been fucking with other people before you got here.
Sure.
It's not all been American.
Right.
So you have some competition because some of these dudes got G-Wagons and shit. So.
Exactly.
Does the Philippines and other Asian countries breed lazy ass foreigners? I want you to marinate on that, and I want you to think about it as we talk about the topic of the day. So big shout out to the homie, Austin Holloman, for dropping this short clip. Again, nothing in this video said anything about foreigners being lazy in Asia, but more or less about self-improvement, right? He tackled a lot of things, but I wanted to focus on what he said in reference to how his life changed after he left Asia. And he was talking about the way that he dressed. And again, I'm not sure what your lifestyle is here in the United States. I'm not sure what your lifestyle is anywhere in the world that you go. But let's say that you come from a quote-unquote corporate setting or a place where you have to wear a nice shirt, suit and tie or whatever. Then you transition, you retire or you vacation and you go to places like the Philippines. What is usually your attire, right? T-shirt, shorts, flip-flops, right? For the most part, it's t-shirts, shorts, and flip-flops. That is and the fanny pack, of course. If you're a new foreigner in the country, you gotta have a fanny pack, right? Stay with the fanny pack, what we like to call the foreigner starter kit, right? But in reality, if you think about it, if you come from a culture wherein, and I'm not saying that the United States is uptight, but if you think about it, if you come from a place where you dress like that and then you go to a hot climate country like the Philippines and stuff, you're not going to be wearing button-up shirts all the time. You're not going to be wearing your best dress because you're likely to sweat a lot, right? So what I've known is it's not so much that it creates lazy-ass foreigners in reference to style preference, but what it does is it creates because the Philippines is more of a relaxed atmosphere, you'll see the natural transition occur. Right? I don't have to wear this, I don't have to wear that. But then again, I do believe to an extent, from Austin Holloman's standpoint, it does create a stagnant and or a foreigner that is not necessarily in a position to have to improve, right? It's weird because if you're in a place like the Philippines, more specifically, I think Japan is probably the only country where I still believe you got to step your game up, right? But Thailand, Philippines, probably Cambodia, Vietnam, maybe even China in some places, if you choose to go to those particular Asian countries, you can be in your relaxed fit and you could probably still do well with the women. But going back to what I'm talking about, self-improvement, there is very little need to self-improve in the Philippines. And it pains me to say that, but it's really true. There's very little need for you to self-improve. Why? Because Filipinos to an extent, they kind of like a husky guy. They like a guy that's got weight on, because weight to an extent equates to a person that eats well, lives good, and for mind state purposes, probably a guy that has money. Right? If you're a big guy, you can afford to eat, so therefore you have money, right? In the minds of some, not in the minds of all. So there is, to an extent, very little room or need for self-improvement because, A, the competition in the Philippines, and I'll say this with all due respect, and I'm talking about it from two different versions of competitions, A, other foreigners, or B, the local guys, Filipino guys. If we talk about it from Filipino guy perspective, likely you're coming with your resources. Chances are you already got the leg up, right? And I'm not saying that Filipinos don't have money, okay? Never say that, because I know the 1%ers over there, it's ridiculous, right? They would put a lot of American millionaires to shame. That's all I'm saying. But speaking on the side of other foreigners, if you have other guys in the country, that aren't willing to self-improve, don't really care about it, they're not really going to the gym, they're not really taking care of themselves, and they're living that relaxed atmosphere lifestyle wherein it's t-shirts, shorts, and your little flip-flops and shit, and you can still pull, there's literally no need for them to improve because they can get women however they look. So I do believe that to a degree, Everybody got loud pipes. Got they loud bikes out today. But to his point, I do believe that Asian countries do breed lazy fucking foreigners. Not everybody, of course. You got a couple of guys in there that are willing to still do the work and continue to look their best. But on the opposite side, you also got a lot of guys that don't really care because they already know that they already gonna get women, or women are gonna like them for who they are, the way that they are, and there's no need to improve who they are because they are falling for them at their current state. I mean, so Filipinos are getting with guys at their current state, so they kind of feel like there's no need for the improvement. But I am curious to hear what you guys got to say. I'm not going to drag this one out any longer. Do you believe or do you agree that a place like the Philippines breeds lazy-ass foreigners, right? Because you don't have to work as hard, technically, right? Because you don't have to do as much work, technically, in order to get with the women, right? Just something I want you to stick to your mental. Definitely don't stop improving. There's always room to level up, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't just become stagnant because you getting it like that or you're knocking them down, man. You just gotta want to do better for yourself. Health is wealth and all that good shit. So don't just be stagnant if you're a huskier guy like myself, all right? Y'all take care, man. Y'all stay blessed, man. Let me know in the comment section, man. Good dog is out. Peace.